Hello everyone. In this video, we would discuss the classification of the business activities and then we would classify industry. Now, classification of business activities can be classified as industry and commerce. Industries is concerned with production or processing of goods and services, whereas commerce is concerned with the exchange of goods and services. So business is equals to industry plus commerce. Industry refers to the economic activity which is connected with conversion of resources into useful goods. Means in an industry, resources are converted or raw materials are converted to produce finished goods. It includes all those processes by which goods are produced with the use of human or mechanical power. The term industry is also used to mean group of firms producing similar type of products. For example, cotton textile industry refers to all manufacturing units producing textile goods from cotton. Similarly, electronic industry would include all firms producing electronic goods. Industry aims at ensuring the supply of goods in the form which suits the objects, needs, and convenience of users. So industry creates form utility. It means raw materials are converted into finished products as suits by the customers. So it is creating form utility. It is changing the form of a particular raw material so that it suits the consumers. Goods produced by industry may be of two types. One is the consumer good, other is the producer good. Consumer goods are meant for direct consumption by the consumers. Example, shoes, clothes, televisions. And producer goods are used in the production of other goods. For example, steel, machinery, factory buildings, all are used in order to produce other goods. Commerce is concerned with the activities which are necessary for sale, transfer or exchange of goods and services. It provides the necessary link between producers and consumers so that the distribution of goods can take place in a better way. Commerce basically aims to ensure the supply of goods at a right time, in right quantity, and at the right time. Industry can be classified as primary industry, secondary industry, and tertiary industry. Primary industry can further be classified as genetic industry and extractive industry. Secondary industry can be classified as manufacturing industry and construction industry. Manufacturing industry can further be classified into analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, and assembly industry. Tertiary industries include transport, banking, insurance, advertising, and warehousing. Now let us discuss about the primary industry. The primary industries include genetic industry and extractive industry. As the name suggests, genetic, it includes all those industries which are engaged in breeding of plants and animals for their use in further reproduction. For example, rearing of cattle for milk. Important genetic industries are poultry farming, cattle breeding, fish hatcheries, etc. Then extractive industries. As the name suggests, extractive means extracting something from the earth. It includes all those industries which are engaged in raising products from natural sources like soil, air, water, or something under the earth. For example, extracting minerals from earth, fishes from rivers, etc. They supply more basic raw materials that are usually transformed into many other useful products by manufacturing industries. Important extractive industries are farming, mining, hunting, fishing, etc. Next, secondary industry. Secondary industries includes all those activities which are connected with using the materials which have already been extracted at the primary stage. Secondary industries can be classified as manufacturing and construction industries. Manufacturing industries include all those industries which are engaged in processing of raw materials to produce finished goods. Manufacturing industries may further be divided into four categories on the basis of the method of operation for production. These are analytical industries, synthetical industries, processing industries, and assembly industries. The first category, analytical industry. In this industry, the basic raw materials are analyzed and separated into finished products. Now, what are these? The basic raw materials which is there, these are analyzed and separated into different finished products. For example, crude oil is processed into many finished products. What we have? We have crude oil, and this crude oil is processed into many finished products, means we get kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. from crude oil. So in analytical industry, crude oil is processed to form many other products. Next, synthetical industry. In this industry, two or more raw materials are combined together in manufacturing process to make the final product. So what we have discussed, two or more raw materials, they are combined together to produce a single product. For example, various chemicals are mixed to produce cement. So what is the difference here between analytical industry and synthetical industry? In an analytical industry, there is one product, and from that one product, many other products are obtained. Example, crude oil. In synthetical industry, two or more products, they are combined together to form a single product. Example, cement. The next is processing industry. In this industry, a product passes through various stages to become a final product. Remember, a product passes through various stages to become a final product. Now, take an example of sugarcane. In sugar industry, sugarcane
passes through various processes to become sugar. Similarly, in a paper industry, various processes of production are carried out to produce paper. So what is the processing industry? The process of production is more. Sugarcane has to pass through various processes of production and then sugar is produced. Next is the assembly industry. Assembling industry, as the name suggests, that different components are assembled to make a new product. Means different components are produced in different industries and these different components, they are assembled together to make a new product. For example, in an automobile industry, different components of the automobile, example car, they are mixed together and then a car is produced. You can take an example of mobile industry. You can also take the example of television industry. So how are mobile made? How are televisions produced? They are assembled. Assembled means different parts are put together and then a final product is obtained. What is the construction industry? It includes all those industries which are engaged in the construction activities. For example, industries involved in construction of buildings, in dams, bridges, roads come under this category. Engineering and architectural skills are very important in construction industries.
So at last we can conclude that business is equals to industry plus commerce. It is incomplete without industry and it is incomplete without commerce. For both industries and commerce has to work together for business activities. Now when you have learned the definition of business and then the features of business, you came across that business involves production or procurement of goods and services. Then the next point, you came across that it is concerned with the exchange of goods and services. So there we were talking about industry, we were talking about commerce.